Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Sorry for the pause there. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having an incredible day. Likes, comments, subscriptions, liking, and commenting once again are always very much appreciated. They help out my channel's ranking. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over the news that I missed. And yeah, let's jump right into it. In news that nobody was asking for, the Norwegian government is taking steps to embrace Web3 and the establishment of a here we go, a metaverse tax office, because that's the first thing you think about when going to the metaverse. At the Nokios conference on Wednesday, the Brønnøysund, that is BRO/NNO/YSUND, Norway's Central Register and Skatteetaten, the city's or the nation's tax authority, announced that they're partnering with consulting firm Ernst & Young, to establish an office in Decentraland. The goal of the initiative is to be annoying. According to Nikoyos, it is to deliver services to younger, tech-native individuals while establishing their Web3 footprint. Because the first thing that anyone wants to do when traveling to a metaverse is find a way to go to their local tax office and to pay taxes. Why do governments always ruin good things, or even things that could potentially one day in the future be something that's actually good? This is not the first government to do this. If you've been here before, you might remember the saga of the clothing companies who are building exact replicas of their stores in these metaverses. It just doesn't get any not dumber than this, because it keeps happening over and over. What was the other one? Who was the other country? It was weeks ago, who announced that they're creating their own like police offices in the metaverse. What how? Who are you apprehending? Like what do they think they're doing? It's so cringy. It's like I feel like it's an effort to like try and seem young, or like try and be like, oh my gosh, look guys, we're what? You're here too? We're also in the metaverse. No one's going to pay their taxes or go to a tax office in the metaverse. Magnus Jones, Nordic blockchain lead at Ernst & Young, wrote in a LinkedIn post on Tuesday that he hopes the partnership with Norwegian authorities will help spearhead education in the crypto space by teaching users about taxes related to DeFi and NFTs. The Brønnøysund is also exploring additional Web3 services such as decentralized autonomous organizations, wallets, smart contracts, and more. How about you just get out of the metaverse so that people can live their lives freely? If people have to deal with this, the idea of the metaverse is meant to be another layer of life. I don't know how to make that sound any not fancy. It's more of a, if you want to get away from your troubles and you want to go live on a beach in a house that doesn't exist, you go to the metaverse. If you want to hang out with your friends walking on water or walking underwater while you hold seashells and a monster's chasing after you, you go to the metaverse. You go there to get away from life's troubles. You don't go there to be like, oh gosh, where's my headset? Let me go figure out what DeFi is so I can pay these taxes. I wonder if governments will ever stop. I know they won't. I'm just waiting for the U.S. government to announce this as well, because we all know it's coming. Don't lie to yourself. We know it's gonna be one of those days. That's the Norwegian government is buying land in Decentraland, and they're going to be creating a tax office. Yeah, not one person knew that news story was coming. I can guarantee you that much. And yeah. Let's move on. Also in the news, after revealing Alphabet Inc.'s Google Cloud partnership with Coinbase, the multinational technology conglomerate, that's a long sentence, holding company, has announced the firm's Google Cloud blockchain node engine. While more blockchains will be supported in the future, of course, Google said that Ethereum will be the first blockchain supported by blockchain node engine. Alphabet, otherwise known as Google, so why'd you write Alphabet, revealed the firm's newly launched Google Cloud blockchain node engine on Thursday. The reason Google decided to release the engine is because they probably own tons of crypto and want to remain relevant in some sort of way. So you can't stay behind all the time. You realize that the world is moving forward and you have to, oh, that's not at all what it says. Because it believes self-managed nodes are often difficult to deploy and require constant management. Oh, that's the reason. The blockchain node engine product is a fully managed node hosting service that can be leveraged by crypto companies and Web3 service providers. The company further detailed on Thursday that the new node engine service will support the second leading crypto asset by market cap, and that is Ethereum. So I feel like this is supposed to be big news. Not that it's not. Like, I get it. It's Google. Like, you know, they run the world. Skynet. Cool, I get it. But it's also like we've heard from hundreds of other companies over the course of the years. This is a daily cryptocurrency news channel. We hear about this every single day. There's always a new company who's entering the space or who's running a node. Oh, what was the other thing? There's some other, like, did you hear about all the petrol companies who announced in like 2 days ago that they're also going to be mining Bitcoin? Yeah, don't forget to find that news. So everyone's into crypto. Like, we kind of got it. Like, I would have been more shocked if there had been a press release from Google saying that they did not run a node. I assume they've been doing this for a long time. I would even logically assume that all the major companies have been running nodes or collecting, accumulating, buying cryptocurrencies over the last couple of years because they are rich, and rich people tend to buy the things that other rich people buy. So yeah, cool. Wonderful. I wish them the best on their endeavors. I assume there's so much money flowing into this just from Google that we can't even begin to understand it from our perspective. So wonderful. We will hear more blockchains in the future that they're going to be supporting. I assume, no, not that one. No, I can't think of any other chains that they would like actively be wanting to. Anyway, that's the Google cloud blockchain node engine news. Right. Let's move on. Also in the news, McFarlane Toys, founded by Todd McFarlane, makes sense, as a subsidiary of his media production company, announced today that it has a new line of digital collectibles based on his Swan series. Ooh, scary. The new McFarlane Toys digital collection launched on English. The McFarlane Toys digital collection launches on the 1st of December. There we go. He said for 30 years, McFarlane Toys has led in high-quality, design-driven collectibles for some of the world's biggest brands. Today, we expand that legacy with McFarlane Toys Digital. It's very difficult to say. The first AAA digital collectibles platform. Is it? Can they verify that? Here's a tweet for it right here. Launched in 1994, McFarlane Toys makes action figures with characters from films, comics, popular music, and video games. Projects include Super Noobs, okay, Warhammer. I don't know they made Warhammer. Mortal Kombat, the Princess Bride, okay, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. I had no idea that McFarlane Toys, and I'm sure a lot of other people didn't, that they made all those things. Look at them. So the news is Todd McFarlane can't make a new Spawn movie, but he's making NFTs instead. Sorry, that was very mean of me. Have you ever seen the original Spawn movie? Like, I loved it. Like, I was anxiously waiting for a part 2. I was like, okay, in 2 years, we're going to get another one. And then it was like 7 years. And he's been saying for so long that there was going to be a Spawn movie, another Spawn movie. And, we still haven't gotten it. So I guess as far as he got was making NFTs. So that's something, I guess. So yeah, cool. Todd McFarlane is now making NFTs. I think I think the only major artist who hasn't made an NFT is Yaya Kusama. And that's because I think she's like 99. That's not a fake number. I think she's actually 99 years old. Shepard Fairey has done it. What's this guy's name? The guy with the gray stuff. Daniel Arsham. Damien Hirst. I think also Jeff Koons also made NFTs as well. Banksy is... Anyway, the point is, yeah, wow, oh my gosh, yeah, crazy. Todd McFarlane is now making, and I mentioned this before as well. The general idea is that the public that's not a part of the cryptocurrency space, they don't like the letters NFT. It triggers them for some reason. So a lot of people are now switching to the term digital collectibles. That's just kind of, where we are in society right now. That's the Todd McFarlane is making NFTs news on December 1st. I'll try and get one. If they're not like, crazy expensive, I might try and get one. Do they move? Ooh, can you like fight them together? I'm making up stuff. That's the Todd McFarlane news. Yeah. Let's move on. Also in the news, the Terra Classic community has voted overwhelmingly in favor of proposal 6082, whatever that means. Proposal 6082 is now live on the Terra Classic network. Famous community influencer Classy Crypto, wow, who authored the proposal, disclosed this in a tweet on Wednesday. Okay, and then so I assume this is the allocation of coins, because there's definitely not 100 million. There's not 507 billion people on Terra Luna. 99% of them said yes to whatever those numbers were. Some said no, they didn't have enough coins. The other no's also didn't have enough coins. They passed by the threshold. This shows this is a lot of photos. Validators, governance, temporary increasing Tobin tax. I don't know what that is. Seigniorage allocation to Chai. Okay. Proposal to implement a temporary tax rate freeze. Okay. As per the details shared, the community members voted overwhelmingly in favor of the proposal, with 99% of them in favor. Classy Crypto described the development as the first step towards preventing scams on the community-owned blockchain. But how? No one's saying anything. As previously reported by the Crypto Basic, Proposal 6082 changes the minimum requirements to propose and initiate voting on a Terra Classic proposal. Consequently, community members must deposit 500,000 Terra Luna Classic. Isn't that like $4? Okay. To submit a governance, I kind of want to see how much it is. To submit a governance proposal on the Terra station. Additionally, to start voting on the proposal, users would have to deposit an additional 1 million. I feel like that's nothing. How much money is that? Never mind. I was going to Google it on my phone, but that would take up too much time. Notably, both metrics were at 0 and 345,000 before the proposal. The metrics were at 0. You needed 0 to be able to vote on something. Imagine if you weren't a part of that community. Why was the number at 0? Imagine being able to, if you are in a proof of stake coin and you show that, imagine being able to create ether without showing that you have any ether. This was part of the, anyway, cool. So this has now been updated, or they voted this through. You now have to have, I guess, 1.5 million Terra Luna Classic to be able to vote on proposals. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of other cryptocurrencies years ago tried to do similar things, but a lot of people got very upset with them. The idea was years ago, even before we got to the idea of staking, a lot of people wanted other people to be able to show, hey, you have random number, a tenth of a Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin, or you have an entire ether to be able to vote on proposals, because it makes sense for the community to be able to vote on things. But if you're not in the community and you have none of the coins, you logically should not be able to vote. There's a reason why a lot of you can't vote in Canada or in Mexico, because you can't show your proof of ID. That's just not how it works. So, cool. I guess this makes sense. I would have assumed, or rather, I would like to know Does this stop whales? Is it like you can simply only show a maximum of 1.5 million? Or is that like if someone has 36 billion coins, they then get the vast majority of the vote? Because that also doesn't seem too decentralized either. So that's the Terra Luna Classic. Team, people, community have voted in favor of proposal 6082 to show that you actually have to have Terra Luna Classic to be able to vote on proposals. News. All right. That's weird. It's a weird thing. Let's move on. Also in news, Visa has filed 2 trademark applications in an effort to develop a crypto and NFT service platform and signal its intent to completely immerse itself in the cryptocurrency and NFT space. Both the NFT community and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole have grown exponentially in recent years. Moreover, this expansion is being aided by the fact that a number of highly competent people have started thinking about entering the market. Who writes this stuff? It's so weird. Highly competent people, so everyone else in the market's a moron? Like, oh boy, U.S. Patent and Trademark Office licensed trademark attorney Mike Kondudis, okay, said that shortly after Western Union's trademark application, I forgot about that, centered on cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, Visa filed 2 trademark applications with the purpose of providing cryptocurrencies and NFT services. And if that wasn't enough, it is. It's more than enough. No one was asking for it. The experience trade, like, what is Visa going to sell? Are they going to be selling NFT versions of their cards? Tax offices? Visa offices? Trademark attorney and astrophysicist, I think that's also spelled incorrectly, is uploaded a photograph revealing information from Visa's application. Trademark, I'm not saying those numbers. Trademark application 9 million something, and another one 9 million something were submitted on the 22nd of October. Wonderful. Can people stop doing stuff that people aren't asking for? I think that'd help a lot. I feel like businesses are grasping at metaverse straws in an effort to try and remain relevant, to keep themselves out there. But so many of these things are unwanted and no one's going to want to do them. So I think that if we ever do happen to have a .com bubble kind of burst surrounding the metaverse, I think these will be the companies. No one wants or is asking for Visa to either have an office or own metaverse land or make NFTs. Like, I kind of joked before when I think it was Lamborghini who said they were going to do it. It was either Lamborghini or Porsche. Cool. Because I think the idea of driving a digital car is kind of weird when I can fly or levitate. But a Norway tax office and Visa, that's not it. Like, why digitize the real world into a place where you can use your imagination to make something, whatever. I'm tired of talking. It's so stupid. Like, it keeps happening over and over. There's so many companies like, yeah, we're going to do it. Once again, the Wienermobile. What? Nobody wants that. Anyway, that's the Visa has filed trademark applications because, like, we get it. Like, Visa and MasterCard are into crypto. We got that part. Like, they're trying to actively, do stuff with Bitcoin and Lightning Network and make sure that crypto payments are possible and blah, 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 blah. But you don't have to be into everything. Like, it just, you can take a step back and be like, okay, we've done well. This is a complete waste of money. That's the Visa has filed trademark applications to get into the NFT cryptocurrency Web3 metaverse space. Wow. Can't wait to see how that turns out. That was a lie. All right. Let's move on. Also in the news, Coinbase is expanding its suite of digital assets by adding custody support for over a dozen cryptocurrencies in about 10 of them that you've never actually heard of. Coinbase says it's adding 14 new cryptocurrencies to the growing roster of virtual currencies in the Coinbase Custody Cold Storage Trust wallet. Coinbase Custody, which was launched in 2018, is you remember those days? Coinbase Custody was something that was launched only for rich people. We, me, you, us, helped the cryptocurrency market skyrocket in 2017. It was us. We did it. It was pure hype. Everyone was losing their minds, buying as much crypto as humanly possible. It was a retail-driven bull run. And then for some reason, in 2018, Coinbase and Gemini were under the impression that there were trillions of dollars about to flow into the cryptocurrency space. So everything that they launched was only institutional. Everything was only for the wealthy, only for the very rich. Remember Backed? Yeah, remember that one? BAKKT. That was made by the New York Stock Exchange. They were making their own cryptocurrency trading so-and-so platform. Can you guess who they excluded? That's right, it was us. It was a platform only for the rich. There were tons of people who kept on only launching things for extremely wealthy people, and they weren't using it. And they all collapsed or nearly collapsed. Nonsense, right? Like, imagine the people who built your city not being able to live inside of your city. It doesn't make any sense. Coinbase Custody, launched in July 2018, is a crypto custodial service for wealthy and blue chip investors located in Nueva York. That's designed to give traders a safe way to store large amounts of digital assets. The announcement had mixed reactions on the price of the tokens. So basically, usually, there was something called the Coinbase effect. Coinbase could say they were listing a coin and that coin would skyrocket in price. Long gone are those days. The first coin that they are listing is called ISPO-Link, right? You also never heard of it. It's called ISPO-Link. ISPO-Link. I don't know why I'm using that accent, but it just sounds like it belongs there. Next on the list is DeFi Yield Protocol DYP. DYP. Oh, DeFi Yield Protocol. It's DYP. DYP. Other crypto assets saw minimal gains on the day because people probably don't know what the heck these things are. The next one is called MuseDAO, right? The next one is called Marlin, I guess as the fish because the word is pond. Blockchain data provider Parsec, PRQ, right? Told you heard of none of these. Multi-chain NFT farmer. What is that? What does that do? What are they farming? It's called Super Farm. Interoperable protocol Synapse. Still never heard of it. NFT curators Xmon. You know, the long lost Digimon. And Immutable X. Oh, a chain that's actually being used and that people have heard of before. Good job, Immutable X. Digital assets that saw their prices fall were X-Chain. Or simply Chain. It's called Chain, and the letters for it are XCN. Doesn't make any sense. The other one is Staffy, with the letters FIS. Staffy sounds like a condition that someone has. Yeah, like, dude, he has a Staffy. And the last one is Metis, METIS. So you probably have only heard of one of these things over the course of your lifetime. Yeah, so Coinbase added 14 new coins to their Coinbase Custody. I don't think any whales are actually going to be buying or using like Immutable X. Like, it's, you know, it's Immutable X, but everything else is sure, why not? So that's ISPA, DIPA, Muse, Pond, Perka, Farm, Sin, Xmon, Immutable X, Ixican, Staffy, and Metis. News. Wow, that's so many coins, Coinbase. You know, keep adding the good stuff, all the stuff that everyone's asking for. That's how the space is now. All right. That's the Coinbase is adding anything they want because I think they've run out of ideas. Like you don't need to add every single coin. Like I think we're fine with the 500 that are already there. News. Yeah, all right. Let's move on. Also in the news, Costa Rican lawmakers are currently aiming to decrease cryptocurrency taxes. and make their country more digitally oriented. Costa Rican lawmaker Johanna Obando recently proposed a bill to remove taxes imposed on Bitcoin. The news was announced through Obando's Twitter page, according to Obando translated. Okay. They said the crypto assets market law, MECA, will protect individuals' digital property and assets without the involvement of the nation's central bank, but in complete harmony with it. Sure. By passing the legislation, the government will be unable to impose taxes on anyone who uses crypto to make purchases. That shouldn't be a thing in the first place. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Like, I don't agree with, but I understand the idea of, oh, you are cashing out of your digital currency and putting it back into our crappy paper currency. That needs to be taxed. I get it. But paying for something in digital currency and taxing that doesn't make any sense at all. And I think governments are kind of weird. Additionally, neither cryptocurrency produced by the mining industry nor cryptocurrency retained in cold storage will be subject to profit taxation. Why? Why would that happen? Why would they be able to tax money that you have in cold storage? If someone out there has 5 gold bars, is the government swinging around once a year to see that you have those 5 gold bars to tax you on them? However, the bill would be subject cryptocurrency trading earnings to income tax. Sure, why not? Because that's like an active job. If you are actively trading, I mean, even that is also stupid. I also don't agree with that, but I get it from the point of view of a government greedily trying to make money. So good luck to them. Every time a country comes forward and tries to do something like this, it ends up making popular news simply because it's like, oh, they're, trying to do something. But it's usually like a very small handful of politicians who are actually like voting or trying to do these things. Everyone else doesn't usually care. So this probably won't get passed, not to be a Debbie Downer, but it's more like not many greedy government people will be down for the idea of people not having to pay taxes or having control over their own money in some sort of way. So, just wishful thinking and all that, I guess. But good job, Costa Rican lawmakers and Obando, whoever you might be out there. Good job. It's probably not going to get passed, but at least we have some people who are trying to fight for us. Very few. Very, very few. That's the Costa Rican lawmaker news. And yeah, let's move on. Also you can't make this up if you tried. Charles Hoskinson is getting ready to open a restaurant. He announced this back in July, stating that his business will be accepting cryptocurrencies as payment. Cardano will, of course, it says, be the preferred choice. On the 22nd of June, Hoskinson shared a teaser tweet in which he announced the opening of Nessie's Restaurant, and a lounge in Wheatland, Wyoming, the city where Wheatland? The business choice made some of his followers curious, as the restaurant business and cryptocurrency development are industries that do not cross that often. They actually do more than you think. Someone was like, hey, dude, you gonna be making burgers? And he wrote, yes. However, the main reason behind opening the restaurant was the lack of good options in the town near his ranch. It's because you live in Wheatland, Wyoming. Not that I'm talking down to Wheatland, Wyoming, but you have more options in say Miami or in Los Angeles. And so Hoskinson confirmed that his restaurant will be crypto friendly. No one's used in Wheatland, Wyoming. How many people do you think over the age of 60 are going to that restaurant asking to pay in Cardano? Oh boy. Some users suggested that Hoskinson should talk about alternative Cardano-based payment options like the DJED stablecoin. Yeah, because that's going to make it. If you look at Cardano's actual usage, how many... do this right now. There's a family member or a friend somewhere near you. If they're not in your house or your home, you may see them later or text them right now. Ask them if they've ever heard of the DJED stablecoin. they're going to think that you made a typo as you were messaging them, and they'll ask you again. I've heard of stable coins. What's the first word? Why in the world would anyone be going to a restaurant in Wyoming to pay for, I assume, a burger? Let's be honest here. I assume it's not going to be, high-end cuisine. I'm assuming a lot of bread and or brisket will be on the menu. And then wanting to pay in any stable coin. It's not how the world works, guys. Just get it together. So the news is, not only is Charles Hoskinson in the news again, because he is very good at that. I'm not sure how he keeps making it into the news every single day, but this is where we are. He's also opening a restaurant. I'm going to assume, like I said, a lot of bread, a lot of meat. If anyone goes to Nessie's in Wheatland, Wyoming, send me some photos on Twitter, because, I bet you 50,000 Satoshi is probably exactly what I said. And also, he was like, yeah, I'm going to accept Cardano. That's the Charles Hoskinson is opening a restaurant news. I wish him the best of luck. I hope the food is actually good. And we do see crypto and restaurants actually cross path a lot. Like, remember all those people who were opening up like Bored Ape burger places and other things like that? It happens all the time. You just got to have the initiative to want to be able to do it. That's the Charles Hoskinson news. Yeah. Let's move on. Rightio. I do hope that there's a lot of transactions. Jeez, what's going on? Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, commenting, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.